Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report. We are looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair pulled back. It did create an inside bar, so look for a potential breakout. We are looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 90.80 and hit resistance there, possibly moving as low as possibly moving as low as 88.50 and hitting support at that level. Now, looking at the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair closed down today. It did break through some previous support, but pulled back up prior to the close. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 149.73, possibly as low as 146.89. Look for some resistance around 14900 and look for some support around 147.50. Okay, now looking at the pound US dollar pair, this pair closed higher today. It did close the gap in which that occurred at the open of the session. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 166.05, possibly as low as 162.18. Look for some resistance around 165.15 and look for some support around 163.15. Okay, now let's take a look at the US Swiss. This pair moved higher, broke through previous resistance, but pulled back almost to the previous bar's close, or high rather, to close. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias that is sideways. Look for it to potentially move as high as 1.0297, possibly as low as 10082. Look for some resistance around 10225 and look for some support around 10136. Okay, now as far as news announcements go, we have the European Union has the German industrial production for October being released at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that things have decreased from 2.7% to 1%. We also have the Canadian dollar releasing, or the Bank of Canada releasing their interest rate decision at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that they're going to hold rates at 0.25%. If they indeed hold, it shouldn't really affect the Canadian dollar all that much. If they do raise, of course, we could see some strengthening in the Canadian dollar. Now, the Japanese yen has a couple of reports coming out at 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. First one's going to be the gross domestic product for the third quarter. And the consensus on that is things have dropped from 1.20% to 0.70%. Overall, not good because it's going down, but it's not negative, which of course is good. Now, annualized, we're looking at it dropping from 4.80% down to 2.80%, which of course could be negative news for the Japanese yen. Now, we also have the Japanese yen releasing their nominal GDP for the third quarter. Consensus on that one is that things have gotten worse from negative 0.10% to negative 0.50%. Okay, what am I looking for during this next session? There are actually 3 trades I'm looking at. Not sure if they're going to hit, but nonetheless looking at them. We have some windows of opportunity. This is about a 60 pip run. If the market moves lower, look to sell and then look to exit this particular trade. Basically, we're looking to sell 1 pip below this low and looking to buy 1 pip above this high right here. Buy it back. Now, that's in the US Swiss. The Euro USD pair, this particular pair, kind of a similar play, looking to buy 1 pip above this high. And then we're coming back and looking to exit 1 pip below this low. So let me clean this up a little bit. Basically, we're looking at something like this for about 50 pips roughly. So looking to buy and looking to exit. Now, the US-Japanese yen pair has a similar setup. So we have 3 that we're looking for currently. In this one, a little bit more of a run down about 150 pips. If it moves down to that point, remember that at this point you could have some support kick in. So in 50 pips up, you'd want to go to break even and look for it to move on down another 100 pips. Now, the only thing about this setup is we did gap down. There is an 89.1% chance that this gap will fill prior to the close. Not sure if it'll happen here in this next session. However, the odds are that it will move back higher and will fill that gap. So keep that in mind when looking at this trade. Looking basically to sell at 89.01. That's real close to a 0.00 level, so you could get a reversal there as well. You may want to jump in a little bit lower. Look to go to break even at this point at 88.47, and then look to exit the trade at the 87.52 mark. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.